I am TitMar John, founder and director of Rose Women Today, and a volunteer at 3ZZZ Community Radio. Tonight, as I promised you, we have a very talented South Sudanese musician who came to Australia to perform for us. But before we get to our artist and talk to him and get to know him, let's talk to the person who sponsored him or the company that helped our guest come to Australia. And that person is Musa Abraham, who is the founder of United Production Australia. Thanks for joining us, Musa.
Thank you for having me.
Musa, what is United Production Australia and when was it found?
Thank you, TitMar. United Production Australia is an organization that established in 2014. We are working in cooperation with our local communities here in Australia. And I'm the founder, as you mentioned, and it was an honor and pleasure having Mr. K-Denk as part of our projects to come to Australia.
That's great. What are the goals and objectives of United Production Australia?
Our goals and objectives, basically we are focusing our business in the entertainment industry. We try to promote our South Sudanese artists, or probably in the future we can go large as we grow and target all Africans, but now we're focusing on South Sudanese artists. And K-Denk, of course, is one of the talented South Sudanese artists who are coming up and well known in East Africa and in South Sudan.
Okay, that's great. I'm pretty sure a lot of the South Sudanese community members are excited to have K-Denk in Australia. What is next for United Production Australia? I mean, are you bringing any more South Sudanese artists anytime soon?
I don't think I'll give the details, but there's a lot to come. There's a lot to come, and I promise our fans and our community members here in Australia. Last year we brought Kandabong Man was here at Melbourne Cup party, and everyone was so excited and happy to have Kandabong Man. And now this year we have K-Denk, but I promise there's a lot to come.
That's great to hear. Thank you very much, Musa, for telling us a little bit about this company, which is pretty sure it's quite new, but it's a great entertainment company, and this is exactly what we needed, I think, to help us promote our artists in Australia. Thank you for joining us. Now, I think we will get to our guest, who I'm sure all of you are excited to have him in Australia. We have in the studio today Mr. K-Denk, or also known as the African Choice. Thank you for joining us. I am honored to be sitting right next to you and interviewing you today. Welcome to Australia.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
You've been in Australia for about 3 days now, and a bit. What's Australia like? What do you like and dislike about Australia, or Melbourne, because you've only been in Melbourne for those few days?
It's livable. That's the first thing I can say. It's the place to be. I mean, all those titles. Yeah, stay alive, so I feel good. It's free. I think it's more diverse and more welcoming, so it's warming. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Is there anything that you dislike about Australia so far?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. I hope there won't be anything until you leave.
You never know.
That's right. I think a lot of us know our artist here as K-Denk, but his real name is K-Denk Kon, and he is one of 5 children to the parents of William Deng and Nyadak. Kong left South Sudan in 2014, due to the civil war that we are all aware of in our home country, South Sudan. And he fled to Nairobi, which is where he resides at the moment. If I can talk a little bit about who K-Denk is, or Kong. There's too many K's in your name, so he is the founder and director and CEO of Wangdun Kong Empire. He's a singer, songwriter, and mentor at music industry. And he's very famous on social media. He's got, I believe, two pages, 2 accounts, as
My
well
page,
as,
my account.
pardon?
My page, my account.
As well as a fans page. So he had to, I think, keep going to try and have all these fans that are following him. Kong, what inspires you? What made you want to become a singer?
All right, talent is real and it's God given, and I can say I'm inspired by the nature. That's it.
That's beautiful. As simple as that. Who are your target audience?
Matured. I mean, from young, middle, and the whole list.
But I mean, in terms of nationalities, backgrounds.
Universe.
Yeah. So
Universal.
you try and cater for not just South Sudanese, but
Yeah.
and not just Africans.
At the moment, I might be seen targeting South Sudanese, but that is called foundation.
Mm.
I'm just trying to build a reputation where I find myself incredible when I look back,
Mm.
and that is what I'm busy establishing. But as soon as I sign up on that, then people will witness an African man.
Mm.
Then after that, you will see someone crossing overseas.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. I think in a lot of the things that I've read about you or heard you talk about are 2 things: that you love to unite people, as well as you like to be known as an African musician, not just a South Sudanese. And I think that can help you in many ways. What is your music mostly about?
I can say it's about humanity.
Mm.
That's what my music is all about. Humanity, universe, how to appreciate the nature, the creations, and the way people live, and how you want to change the generation that you're in, and while you're passing to the other generation. Yeah, just want to make people know themselves and understand who they are. And when they have to make decisions, then they don't really to regret and beat back or hate back their past or whatever they got themselves to. So, yeah.
3 words that define you.
That define me or define my music.
Defines you.
I'm a gentleman, kind, polite. That's it.
Okay. What are 3 things that you can't live without? That's I guess a bit of a random question, but
3 things that I can't live without. I can't live without having my girl near me. That's 1. I can't live without seeing myself progressing. That's mean I'm not alive. I'm not living. I can't live without having friends. Yeah, that's what makes life. My life, my wife, that is my life. My music, progressing on my work. See myself progressive and friends.
did you say your wife? Because
I
I
mean-
think we have some of the audience who were hoping that you probably are single, and that was actually one of the questions that I was going to ask. But I guess
I'm not yet married.
like,
Everybody knows.
but
that
you're
I'm not
taken.
married. Yeah,
Okay, he's not single, ladies.
I'm not mingling.
Unfortunately. Let's talk about internationally. Who is your favorite singer or artist and why?
I don't look at singing. I don't look at words that people sing about. I don't look at how these people perform, like their art life, discography. I don't look at that. I look at personalities, how these people present themselves, and how they carry themselves in public, even in their private homes, where nobody sees them. Yeah, so I look up to Jay-Z, his kids, his children, like his friends, his family, his wife. You know, he's living a respective life. Same as John Legend. Yeah, I'm not looking up to their music. I'm not listening to their music too, but just the way they live, and I admire it. It's unique.
Yeah. Okay. Your latest song. Yes, that's the one. I think it's very new, but it very quickly took over, and a lot of people love the song and the meaning it holds, and it means bending my head down. Tell us a little bit about the song and why you wrote the song.
Wala ni with opinion. All right, cool. There are these things that a musician is truly gifted a talent for. The happening, the situation, the environments. You are to balance your lyrics in between the generosity that is passing and coming, the one that is coming and the one that is passing out. And then if you have to point out some serious issues, they have to come in a way of changing life, and this is what inspired my song. The issues, the suffering that is happening in South Sudan, the war, refugees, migrants. Yeah, this is what inspired the song. So I feel like I have a burning fire within me that I want to see a better country, that each and every citizen feel more of legion and appreciating and celebrating, you know, the country that they were actually created in, and that they are so proud of holding their identification as IDs and passports, you know, being proud and saying it loud wherever you are that you are a South Sudanese. Unfortunately, I'm disappointed by the current scene, the crisis, and there's nothing I could do. So whatever good plan I have is not going to work. It's not working because I can't define the future of the country, but anything that has a beginning has an end. So at the moment, I'm confused. I mean, like, the situation is confusing, and so I'm just bending my head down. I mean, like, anybody that listens to the lyrics knows what's up.
Yeah, there are some people who maybe haven't seen the song or watched it yet. You did as well dedicate a song to your father, William Deng.
Yeah.
Does the music talent come from him, or where does your music talent come from?
The family I come from, like the family of my dad, they have no music. They have never had any musician. It's something I have to be frank about. Not even in the village, but they are warriors. And my dad happened to be one. Talent comes from my mother's side, and mainly from God, not because of the gene. Some of the things that we do on earth are not actually things that we are created for, but things that we are desires to deliver ourselves to. You know, you want to deliver yourself as one of a unique creature, or one of the most inspiring personalities, and the best way to do it is discovering what you're good at. You take and utilize what you see yourself becoming, and you have to go like that. So what inspired me to write a song about my dad is his friends who are still alive. So these people meet me and they talk to me, they tell me more about my dad. He died when I was just 6 years old, and I became a strong man after that. I came through that struggle, being beaten up, fighting and humiliating, embarrassment, shames and all that, but I overcome it. So I'm now a musician who can come in front of an audience and change life. That is super awesome. Yeah, so that's what led me to write a song about my dad.
Yeah, sure.
Very emotional, man.
Yeah, I did hear the song and it did touch me. But let's talk about Kenya. You were very popular in Kenya. And I think you were trending a few weeks ago.
About
Kenya.
Yeah, Golden Widow was trending.
Yes, the song that you made.
Yeah.
But you also, what's Tuska? What if I
Tuska
pronounce it?
Project.
Tuska, sorry.
Tuska is an alcohol made in Kenya, like the eastern part of Africa. Proudly Kenyan. A Kenyan made drink. And they came up with a way of nurturing talent, and they made it a reality TV. An examples of American Got Talent as a reality TV, Big Brother Africa. So Tusker Project came up in a very unique way, not like these others reality TV stations or TV shows. I happened to be one of the contestants, so lucky enough, I don't know what led me. Yeah, but you never know what you're created for until you experience it, and that's how you become wise.
Is that where your musical journey started?
No, I started singing in the refugee camp Kakuma, 2003, way back, as a refugee. But Dean made it big, so I had to travel to South Sudan. In 2006, struggled to make it. 2008, I somehow became a good musician. My music could be played on the radio station. And then 2009, I got that chance and opportunity. I had one good video that was played. It was actually weird. Like, I even took it on YouTube. The quality is not so good, but it was appreciated. By then, it was the best. That very moment.
Yeah. Sure. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You are
So my music journey is not there.
okay. So when you're not making music, what are you doing? What do you do in your spare time?
Before the war, you could ask me that question and I would give you a reasonable answer. But now, I don't have to. Because when I'm not doing music now, I'm only reading books. I'm only watching TV. I'm studying, investing in my mind, and trying to go for more. Yeah, that's what I do when I don't do music. But before war, when I'm not in music, I'm on the street. Yeah. Bettering myself, business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Another very loved South Sudanese female musician, Nyapal Lul, who resides in Australia right now. You collaborated with her. What was it like working with Nepal?
And I could say it's all about delivering quality music to the people and making sure that the fans, the audience are brought together by with unique voices. And by then, The whole guys were not listening to me. Only the young people were listening to me. And so I had wanted to go for the other audience, to double my crowd. And Nepal, yes, she's gifted, she has the vocals, she's beautiful, she's tall, she has the South Sudanese height, and yeah, we worked together and it was a boom, changed life.
Yeah.
Made $1 on that.
You did,
Very
you
smart.
did. I think that song, and I think we should put it straight out there that K-Denk wrote the song.
Karumne.
Yeah, the song. Can you say the name of the song?
It's Karumne.
Yeah. So you guys heard that he wrote the song, and they collaborated in the song. And right now, it's one of Nepal's or one of
K-Denk. Yeah, the
K-Denk.
two brand, the two I can say I achieved and she also achieved.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, because we love that song.
Yeah.
It's. I think if it doesn't get played in a party, that party is missing something.
Yeah.
K-Denk, I'm very grateful that you are here today. You've only been in Australia for a few days, but Melbourne is full of South Sudanese young, talented musicians growing. A lot of raw talent and young people wanting to be musicians or artists or singers. What advice do you have for them starting up now that they're just starting? What advice do you have for them?
All right, cool. Here is the truth. I don't like. I'm living a truthful life, and the only thing I do is I nurture. I don't give money. I don't have it. I have some few coins, but just to sustain my life. I support talent, but I don't just support everybody. I support the few that are qualified to be nurtured, the few that are qualified to be mentored, and the few that are willing to listen to the person that has taken his time to actually help your life grow. And if you can't listen, then I don't have time for that. I have time to better myself than to waste it. So my plan is anyone that come to the concert, like many musicians might not come. They are busy, they are working. I understand the Western life, but the few that will come will meet me, and yeah, we will share some spiritual words that can help their life grow.
All right.
Musically.
All right, you guys heard. So come to the concert tomorrow night. And speaking of the concert, what are you expecting from it? Any expectations?
Expecting a turnout. I don't know the size of the crowd yet. I don't know how many people live here, but anybody that is wishing and willing and hoping to see a professional artist delivering his artwork on stage or performing, showing his discography and stage personalities, stage lives, and then I'm willing to see these people that are willing to dance to someone that is more professional in his way of doing his work.
Okay.
So I'm willing to entertain.
I was just going to ask that question, what should they expect from you in return, but you've answered it already. I think we'll stop here. Thank you very much. You have been, I'm very grateful and appreciative for getting words out of your time, and of Moose as well for bringing K-Denk to Australia and to here tonight to be interviewed. K-Denk's first concert in Melbourne, or maybe I should give this chance to Musa to say, to announce, or just tell the people. I'm sure they know.
I believe all our fans, our K-Denk fans, know the concert is tomorrow in Clayton Hall. On the 6th, he will be traveling to Brisbane, so all the fans in Brisbane as well, be ready. K-Denk is on his way. As you hear from him, you want the music, you will get it on the night. Just come out. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you very much for joining us, and I wish you a safe and happy stay in Australia. And
Go on with the pinch.
yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.